I have a couple of people on docket. One of them is Mr. Carlos Giovanni Ramos, who did post bond.
What?
Yes,
Where is he here?
he is.
Come here. That way. That way. We don't want you near our DAs. When did he bond out?
When did you bond out?
April section.
You are on deferred with us for an attempted auto theft. You had an open possession of a controlled substance and you pick up four $30,000 to $150,000 theft cases. You are ordered to be under home confinement. I don't want you out at all. I want my public safe and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect it. If I find that you pick up another case, if I find that you break any of these conditions, I will light you up. Do you understand?
Sir.
I'm sending him now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in his system. And then I want him back. Okay? GPS monitor, home confinement. Do you know what the felony court did?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe on the last setting, you mimicked the same conditions as those. That includes the GPS monitor. That's a risk.
Pero a mí me pusieron que puedo ir a la escuela.
With the exception of going to school, Your Honor.
Nope, I don't care. I don't trust you to be able to go to school with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases, 5 felonies that are open. The only thing I want in this life is my county to be safe. And you out there in the free world truly scares me because I don't know what you're doing. And I don't know if you truly want to do schooling, it can be done online. I don't want you out. Do you understand me? I'm sending you now for a drug test and I hope that you're not using. On your other ankle, I will put a scram monitor so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. I will bring you here periodically for drug testing, and if I find that you're using, your bond right now is set at $10,004. If I find that you're using, if I find that you go out, and I'm telling you now, I don't give a rat's behind what it's for. If I find that you're out, I'm going to make your bond so high, you'll have hair falling out. Do you understand? I want to send him for a drug test now and then he's to come back and then we'll go from there.
Just so you're aware of the felonies, they do have them on a curfew. With the curfew, he must be inside the house by 1:35 p.m. and he is not allowed out until 7:25 a.m. He got a small window during the day where he's permitted to be out.
For what?
That's what.
Where? To where?
It says for school.
Where is the school?
Evolution Academy.
I don't know if I trust him enough to be able to do this. You know,
Your Honor, I will say,
they're open and then he has an auto theft with us.
I understand. I just feel it's going to conflict with what they have in the system.
Yeah, I know it's going to come. I know. I just don't care. You know, the only thing I care about is my county being safe. And with 6, and at that young age, you know, it just.
regarding the new felonies, Your Honor, I do want to remind the court that there is a presumption of innocence, and that's what he's currently doing, working on that. And it seems like his mom is the one taking him to school, so he does have someone, a support system to make sure that he's.
I don't know that. I mean, if you bring.
And I've
mom
spoken to his
here,
mom.
I mean, you get mom here to show me that she's going to do that, you know, then perhaps. But at this point, Mr. Ramos, you scare me, truly. And the only thing I want is you not to pick up a 7th case or someone to end up dead or another car to be gone. Do you understand? But at this point, and I don't know how someone posted up $100,000 bond on you, but if I remember, the bonds were all set at like what, 50,000, all of them, and then the felonies all got reduced or something like that.
I think they're 20.
I don't know what the felonies were at. It looks like they're all $20,000 now.
Yeah. All I want is my county to be safe. That's all I care about. If your mom comes here and tells me that she's going to take you,
She come right now.
Is she here?
Yeah,
she's here right now,
she's downstairs.
go get her. Go, let me talk to her.
Okay, sounds good.
Do you need a translator?
Does she speak Spanish only?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you call a translator, please? Thank
This is recommending white man.
you. For him? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You can go to the bill today or.
Problem is, if we can't with the felonies open. But it's money. It's money.
I have.
So there, did you hear what the recommendation is?
No, I didn't.
WIMAC.
What was it?
WIMAC.
Yeah, I'll change.
I think it's money. You know, that's what, with the other gentleman that was just here, he was in WIMAC and he's doing great, you know? But the problem is that we can't while those cases upstairs are open. So we're kind of in holding pattern, but when does this expire?
It's the addendum, so if they got some to another year. You want a date, we give you a date.
I just don't want it to accidentally expire while because these cases are probably going to go on for the next year.
So to expire November of this year.
Okay. I guess we'll address it getting closer to. But that's, for me, that's the goal. That'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, right. So let's wait for mom and then we can,
Right, Judge, for Ramos, you said Scram?
scram and GPS. And can we have someone that actively, if he goes to school, can they put,
Let me look at the defense judge.
I'd like to know if he's deviating from school, right? If he's going somewhere else. So there's got to be a way to get there and a way back from home. So we know they're going directly to school and directly back. So they're
The
not,
same way we're covering his home zone, we could cover the school as an inclusion.
yeah.
That'll be fine.
So we know through that 4-hour window, he's at that school and doesn't go anywhere else. And if he goes somewhere else, boom, it dings and we know.
I think
And then
that'll work best for the device as long as that's where he's back to.
Yeah.
Let me include that on your conditions then, that the school and this location are covered.
well, I want to talk to mom first just to make sure that she's going to do it so that she's taking him to and from school because I'm not going to accept that he's taking one of his friends or something like that, you know? You ready, Mike?
Yes, Sean. Got Mr. Andrews on docket?
Okay. Did he get tested today?
Yes, Sean.
Andrews.
Yes, presumptive positive against the THC around. And 3 weeks ago, he tested, it was presumptive positive THC, and then it was lab confirmed THC.
Come up, sir. What am I supposed to do?
I have no idea, sir.
Either you're continuing to use or you just don't care about court orders. I've ordered you not to use. We're now working. When did we order him not to use? What was the day?
I've been on this case that long.
His case has been open since February. The end of February.
February 26th, Your Honor.
Say it again?
February 26th.
Yeah, February 26th. We're now April 16th. It's been 51 days.
Oh,
Helen.
you did.
Yeah.
I'm putting you in jail. I told you not to use. You're continuing to use.
Maybe.
Okay?
And I know how the court generally feels about the prescriptions for the marijuana, but he does have a valid prescription.
Nevertheless, I told him not to use.
He's gainfully employed judge, which when we came here previously, you had ordered him to get a job, which he did. And of course, he's brand new at the job. And if he goes into custody, he's most certain to lose that job.
Michael, I don't want him to use. What else am I supposed to do? I don't care that you're now working your second criminal case within the last year, you know? You have an assault from 23, now you've got a theft.
One more opportunity, Judge.
How long am I supposed to give him, Malcolm? Another 30 days for him to just continue smoking weed and just,
Test them in 2 weeks, Judge? Or even, I don't know if next Thursday will be too soon for for the levels to go down. I'm not really.
do you have levels now?
No, not at this time, so there's a rapid test that needs to be confirmed at the lab, so.
If you want me to give you the benefit of the doubt of next Thursday, I will do it. You must be here Thursday. If you test positive for weed, it's not going to go well for you. I've harped on it over and over and over.
Yes, sir.
Judge, and I don't know the science, is what currently in his system, would it be gone by next Thursday? Or would it still be in his system and he tests
If he
positive?
continues to smoke, then no. But by then it'll be 2.5 months. So if it's still in his system, that tells me that he's continued to smoke weed while he's on bond. You know,
Yeah,
there's only two things. It's either in your system or it's out of your system.
I don't smoke, so I got THC tinctures.
What's
I
that?
don't smoke flower. It's not a flower.
You're not supposed to use anything that has THC in it that could cause you to test positive. You know exactly what you're putting into your body. You know exactly what I've ordered you not to do. We'll put you on for this Thursday. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, you want hieroglyphics? Perhaps Mandarin? I don't know what else. I'm speaking English here. I've told you what you can and can't do. That's it. I'm going to give you the benefit because of Michael that you got until next Thursday. If you continue to test positive, it's just not going to go well. All right?
Yes,
See you
sir.
Thursday.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Good morning, Miss Gordon. Ma'am, you were charged with theft. I'm sorry, criminal mischief. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 8, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to an apartment complex and made contact with a complaining witness who stated that she and the defendant were in a previous dating relationship and currently live together. They'd gotten in a verbal argument and the defendant locked the complaining witness out of the apartment and eventually let her back in. And when she re-entered the apartment, the complaining witness saw the defendant had soaked her clothes in bleach. The complaining witness then told the defendant to leave the apartment. The defendant then left the apartment and took a large kitchen knife outside. And the complaining witness then witnessed the defendant scratch her vehicle with the knife. And the defendant scratched the word bitch onto the hood of complaining witness's vehicle. The complaining witness estimated that the total damages to the vehicle were approximately $1,000.
Ms. Gordon, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. Do you understand?
Can you do the last part again?
I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person, not to be in possession of any weapons. If I find that you do, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? I will make your bond high. I'm going to protect every person in this county. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a small farm animal. Anything you do to endanger my community, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail, and I'm going to make it high. If you don't have anyone to pony up $5,000 to $10,000, you'll be stuck like Chuck in there until this case is over with. Do you understand? Do you mind reaching out to this person to let them know that we've put these conditions on,
Yes,
to
sir.
let us know if she tries to make contact whatsoever?
Sure.
I don't want to talk about the case. I've got a bunch of DAs here, and whatever you say, they're going to use it against you. Okay, tell me.
Me and the person stay together currently.
I'm ordering you not to have contact with this person.
The person that filed the report was her friend, and the way
You have to understand, you've now been charged with a criminal case. There are certain conditions we put on to ensure that nothing else happens. I don't know what kind of relationship you have. You now have this criminal case. If you get mad because of this criminal case at this person, right, and then you start having words, you're going back to jail. That's why, to prevent that from happening, I don't want you to have contacts with this person. You need to separate. I don't want you to go where she lives, where she works, where she breathes. Don't have any contact. Don't use social media. Don't use someone else to have contact with her. Don't text, call. If I find that you do, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? How old are you, man?
20.
What do you do for a living?
Oh,
What are you studying to be?
like 25.
This is not a good way to start. Because whenever you start going to apply for jobs, they look at records. And when they see someone that has a criminal mischief like this, they're thinking to themselves, you know, we probably shouldn't hire this person because this person, when they get angry, they are volatile. They're like a volcano ready to erupt. Do we want someone like that working with us? Probably not. The more cases you get on your record, the worse life you're going to have. This life is extremely difficult, and it doesn't get easier the more convictions you get. It is hard enough as a black, brown person in society today. Now you start racking up convictions on top of it, or picking up criminal cases. You think it's easier? No. Self-control. Because if you don't, that's why we have jails. You want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, man. You need a lawyer to represent you. You can go hire one, or I'm happy to give you one if you want one. You want one? Okay. I need you to fill out an application for me. Deputy Miranda is going to give you one. I'm going to create bond conditions where you promise us you're not going to have contact with this person and no weapons as well. Once you sign it, you fill out the application, I'll take a look, and then I'll have you talk to someone today. All right? Please.
Hey, Judge, we're approaching again on J.D. Gordon, the one with the bond condition. So,
Judge, as for the complaining witness is fine with contact and with the defendant living there as well. Your Honor, I also want to mention that the state's going to be evaluating this case later today for dismissal, just in light of information that I've learned recently.
Okay. So he's telling me that you're here from another state or something like that, right? You don't have much family here. These are things that you need to consider when you're out there in the free world. The reason you're out of jail now is because we gave you a free bond. That doesn't continue to happen. If you continue to pick up cases, at some point we stop giving PR bonds. And if you don't have anyone to pony up $5,000, $10,000 to get you out, you will be stuck in there. And when that happens to people, they end up just pleading guilty to get out, racking up convictions, and you become unemployable. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with this person, but if it's the type of relationship that you're constantly butting heads and you're constantly fighting, be very careful. Because if you pick up a new case, or if I find that you're become a danger, you're threatening or acting like this, I'm going to revoke the bond. I'm not asking much. I just want my city safe. You understand? All right. So just don't have any threatening or harassing contact with her. Don't have any weapons, and everybody's happy. Okay. Do you mind filing those conditions, and then we'll have a sign, and then you'll be free to go after that. Okay.
How are the ones that are in the judge?
Oh, we got it. Come on. Just don't worry about it. We already have conditions. I'll sign.
Mr. Melendez, checked in, you'd asked for a short setting because you wanted to hear about job and.
Okay.
He doesn't have paperwork on him, but he's supposed to have some tomorrow, but he is here.
But that doesn't help me
I know, it
today.
doesn't help, I know it doesn't help you, but you told him to be here or have that stuff.
So we're rolling tomorrow.
So, okay.
Have it tomorrow.
Let me ask him about what time you'll have it, because
Sure.
it's in the morning. Anyway, you understand. I forgot, Judge. It's PDF showing that he was enrolled in school, but he is working on a job right now.
Where is he enrolled? Let me see. Our program is conducted entirely by independent study and requires dedicated effort and self-motivation to considerably above the average. Come up, Mr. Melendez. Is that mom over there?
No, he came in on some, Judge.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm in the pen foster, like you could do it at your own pace. Like if I were to like give it like everything I got, I could graduate probably like less than 6 months. But right now, I had to start from 9th grade. But right now I'm in
So
11th.
what have you done lately?
I'm working on my school and well I don't have like I'm not like in a like I guess you say a job, but I'm helping like one of my friends. We do.
Helping means nothing.
Yeah, I know. I start to
You, what have you done in this course, in this school? Because since it's self-study, what have you done?
it's right now it's all during like mental health stuff. So it's all like the course I'm in right now it's all about mental health and the next like I move by categories. So one's mental health, the next one will be math, the next one will be science, and the other
Not
two,
understanding
the
what
last two.
you're saying.
Oh,
What courses, what tests have you taken to show me that you're actually doing something?
I have that's two. I just have to finish that one and I'll complete with the whole mental health.
Have you even made an appointment to meet your instructor?
It's not like instructor based. It's like I'm saying it's like all online. Like you can go at your own pace. You can like my little brother.
And what I'm concerned is that your pace is at stop now.
Oh.
That's my concern.
I've
Like
been
you're not doing anything.
yeah, but I had that last open case. I showed you last time. I've progressed since then.
Show me. That's just an open web page.
I can show you another one like probably the next court date. It'll be like a new. It's not gonna be mental health no more. I should be in math or science. And I start my job tomorrow.
Where?
Framing houses. And I can get the paperwork. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I want,
Yeah, I can get all the
after
paper.
you're working,
Yeah,
then I want you to go to work. I don't want you to spend your time here wasting it, and you can get proof to him. He can get it to me.
I can get
But
it.
I want proof that you're actually working full-time or in school full-time. This does not look like full-time study to me. So
Yeah, it's because I applied to Chick-fil-A, but they denied me because of my open case. So that's when I applied to the framing, and he said I should. Well, I was supposed to start today, but he told me to come better tomorrow. So I have to go in at 5 in the morning. So he told me since I had court to just come in tomorrow.
and they're okay with your hair looking like this at work?
I'm gonna tie it up and wear a hard hat. I called it. Yeah.
The way you look says a lot about you. When you look like $1 million, people treat you like $1 million. When you look like a thug, people treat you like a thug. When you act like a thug, they will treat you as such. If you go into a place and you speak professionally, how I'm speaking to you now, and when you act like you own a room, 9 times out of 10 you do. But if you go in there with speech like, yeah, dog, this, it's always going to go nowhere. To move up in this life, you have to look good, sound good, and be professional. Otherwise, you're never going to get anywhere. You understand? This, it's not going to look good for a job. I'm telling you. If you're out going to play, great. But not while you're working, man. So I want to roll it to tomorrow. Bring proof that he's working. I want to know that he's just not on the street, screwing around.
He's gonna give me a paper, so like
Okay.
a picture.
I want to verify it though. I want you to know.
I think what he's saying is he's not gonna be able to have it by docket call tomorrow morning, is what he's trying to get.
Yeah, like
rather
tomorrow
than
when I go
hard
into
copy.
work, he'll give me the paper and then
Okay.
I just have
So
a
take
picture.
a picture of
Yeah,
it and text it to him.
that's fine.
It's not hard. Go to work. When you go there, get there early, dress appropriately, and do a bang up job. Don't do stuff half-assed, because if you do, they're just going to send you home. You understand? And no using dope. Okay? Got it.
Going back, Judge?
We said, when do we do for another test?
If he was, Judge, I just had 2 weeks for both school and job.
Okay, so I'm going to test him 50 days from the day that he picked the case up, which was March 21st. I'm testing you so I know that you're not using. If you test positive after 2 months, it's not going to go well for you. That should be a sufficient amount of time that there's nothing in your system. Do you understand, Mr. Melendez? Okay, So we'll set you off. Let's do Monday, just to give you enough time to get the documentation to me. At the next setting, I also want proof that you've done your schooling. Do you understand? Okay, done.
So you want back Monday, the 21st?
Let's do Monday for the 21st, right? So you can just show me the proof. After that, we'll set you off maybe like 3-4 weeks. And at that time, I want proof of the school. You're telling me that you're going to have school proof, right? Okay, that you've actually completed courses.
It's just, like my mom told you, like the last one, right now, I have to wait for her to pay pay it. So until then, I have to, that course I'm in right now, I can finish it, but until she pays it, then I can't move on. But I have to see, because they're asking for like $500 because she didn't pay like too much last year. Like she didn't pay last year and they're making her pay like right now.
So then this is not going to work. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put you through our GED program then, because I don't think that this is going to work. It's because I'm not going to sit here and hope and wish and pray that your mom's going to pay that, because she got other bills to pay. I have it to where you can do it for free.
How long would that one take?
It's on you. So let's do this. We'll put it back on Monday. We'll get back Tori back, and then we can figure out how to go with that as well. I don't see. I just don't know if you have access to what Shatori does, because I don't know. You know what it is? Okay.
Okay, so I'll get him to sign and then he'll take a seat until she cleans it up.
Okay. Okay.
So resets on Monday. He's going to work with them.
Right, we're going to get him sources so that you can sign up for your GED program for free. This is free, so there's no excuse. It's a matter of you putting the time in to get it done. You understand? Okay, done. Thanks, Ms. Davis.
Right this way.
Judge, we have a plea on Mr. Diego
Mayor?
Cuellar. He has his family support. May I bring them up with him? And his grandparents also here. These are the people that he lives with in Victoria, Judge.
No PTA?
Judge, I've gone over this with him and his family many times. They understand thoroughly what is involved and the differences, the cons of this time served plea versus a potential PTI. The good thing is they have enrolled him in GED. He's getting back on track. He's back at home. It's just,
There's really, in reality, there's just no good thing that's happening today. It's not. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. And I'm telling you that this is a terrible idea, but you're old enough to understand that actions have consequences. And the consequence is this day forth, this conviction will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. People will judge you by how you look on paper. They don't care about anything else, because that puts the world on notice, who you are. And the more crap you put on paper, the worse your life becomes in every aspect, whether you want to get a job, whether you want to further school, whether you want to, you can't go to Canada anymore. You want to go to Canada? It's not going to happen after today. They won't let you in. The consequence, meaning the ramification of after today, will be so far reaching, you'll just never know. You have the option now to apply to get into a diversionary program where if you complete it successfully, they would dismiss this case. You would prefer to just plead guilty and just move on. And that's okay. But like I said, it'll go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life, even there after you die. And you ever get pulled over again, officers see this. They're going to roll up to your window. If they smell alcohol, they smell dope. It's probably not going to go well for you. And from now on, after today, if you continue with this, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up here for. You understand? Do you still want to do this? You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you have done. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, the right to be arraigned, charged right to open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. That's what I said. So once you plead guilty, there's no turning around. It's not targeted. You can return it because you don't like it. One day, you will look back to the day in regret and say, why did I do that diversion program? But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'll send you to the agreement. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days.
Judge, will you consider a back suspension to DPS?
No. I'm not going to reward him for making this bonehead. No.
Judge, I can do that.
Nope. And let me give you a little bit more perspective, Mr. Cuellar. You know, you're allowed to make mistakes, right? We all do. Everybody's human here. But when you continue to make mistakes where you endanger other people's lives, the penalties become a lot more severe. Like I told you, from now on, you pick up any more DWIs, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. I am now going to waive for you the $3,000 surcharge that would otherwise apply to you. But if you come back here with another DWI, it is a $6,000 surcharge. And if you don't pay it, every $100 that you owe, you sit 1 day in jail. The only thing we ask is don't become another statistic. If you want to get ripped, if you want to get lit, 52 beers, 32 joints, take an Uber. Don't drive. Do you understand?
Sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. Follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Check the papers and get your court
You can wait. Great job.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
really proud of you. You're doing great. We love success stories. And the only way that you have now is up. If you just write it out, do, what they're asking, the sky's the limit, The idea now is that you get a job and a good one, so you see the money start rolling in, because the idea is when you see that and you see how life can be, the only way to go is up. So the only problem that we need is that we need you to get a high school diploma, because that is going to prevent you, I think, getting many a job, because they said you have interest in truck driving, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the first thing you need to do is to, at a minimum, try to get your high school diploma. We've got resource here so they can help you out to do everything that you need to get both of those things done. There's no fees, right?
So
we
he
can take care of everything.
He just updated me on something. He says he was only short 3 credits. So he's
So close.
he's actually going to go back to the charter school he was attending and take care of that so he can get his high school diploma.
You were really that close?
Yeah, I was that close.
I mean,
Slipped up.
okay, it's not a big deal, but I want to put a schedule on it so that we know what happens, though. We're not going to just leave it open-ended, right? So I would say within 2 weeks, to try to go get it re-enrolled.
Yes, sir.
So that we know what happens. People perform better when they have deadlines as opposed to just open, okay, go get it done. So let's say 2 weeks for you to get back enrolled, and then just let us know how fast it'll happen to where you can get those 3 credits done. And then we're going to have them help you get a, Class A driver's license so that you can drive trucks. You got to understand, though, is that when you're driving, that big of a truck, they drug test you like crazy. You cannot have anything in your system because they'll get rid of you in a second if you have anything, including weed, in your system. You understand? So it's just, there's no using, especially when you're operating 10,000-pound machines. Because I'm so proud of you. You're doing really well.
Yeah, I'm
Just keep it up. When you show up, good things happen. If you ever need anything, just come back, let us know, and I'll help you, and I'll help you get whatever you need. You want a job, you want this, that, I don't care. We'll help you with whatever you need. And then when you successfully complete this probation, I'll seal it for you. We will pay for it for you to get it sealed. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Because then the general public can't see it. It's great. All right? Great. Okay, good luck, Mr. Clark.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail to be probated for 18 months. Has he done the TRS yet?
Yes, ma'am.
No. You will do what's called a TRS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill these conditions. If you don't, a motion to revoke will be filed. You will be put into custody and we are going to have a hearing on whether to revoke your probation or not. It'll be DWI repeat offender education class, 2 victim impact panels, no drugs, no alcohol, no breath test refusal, meaning that if you're pulled over, an officer asks you to submit a breath test while you're on this probation, you must do it. A guardian interlock, 30 hours of community service, and 5 days in Harris County Jail as a condition. Is this how you understand it?
Yes, sir.
You know, the more important thing to me, Mr. Garcia Ibarra, is you're young. What are you, 35, 37?
33.
33 years old. Your history sucks. It really freaking sucks. You know, DWI dismissed in 22. DWI pled to in 23. Fleeing and eluding, interfering, and now open a DWI second and 2 felony assaults of a police officer. What's it going to take for you to get, man? Is it a 25-year sentence? You know what happens next time you get a DWI?
Yes.
What happens?
It's a felony in jail.
2 and in the penitentiary. That's what happens next time. And with your record, as bad as it is, it doesn't have to be where you're stumbling, stupid, ball-ass drunk on the road. The mere smell, in and of itself, they're going to look you up. Every single time you get pulled over, they're going to harass and harangue you. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what time of day, where you're going. Every time you get pulled over with your record, they're going to harass you. So why give them the evidence? Why give them, of all the aches and pains, 1 button and $50 anywhere you want to go in this life? Do you understand? You're giving up the right to go to trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to this offense, like I said, it'll go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty, and I'm going to sentence you to 1 year in jail. I'll probate that for 18 months. You will do a repeat offender DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels, guardian interlock, no drugs, alcohol, 30 hours community service. Do you have any children?
Sir.
If you do a parenting class, I will consider the community service waived. 5 days to begin April 28th. You must report by 6 p.m. If you fail to report, this deal is off the table and you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The other thing is this, Mr. Garcia Ibarra, I have to somehow get a hold of you so that you understand that we mean business. And there's 2 ways that we do that. One is by jail time, which now you're obviously not doing. The other is by hitting you where it really hurts. And that's what we're going to do. I'm now going to hit you with a surcharge that you will be required to pay. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. I don't know what else we have to try to get your attention, so that I'm hoping that this is it before you pick up a felony offense. It's a $6,000 surcharge, and then how much your court costs?
What was the driver's license before? A year case?
when you're,
Okay, give me one second.
I will give you plenty of time to pay for it. We will give you a 2-year to 3-year payment plan. So that will give you enough time. If you have any problems, you can come talk to us. But the worst possible thing you can do in this life is pick up another DWI, pick up another case, or abscond, take off. Because if you do that, that's just, it's a guaranteed motion to revoke. You understand?
Sure.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I'm going to send you to this agreement. For what it's worth, I usually waive these on almost every first DWI. You're now working your third. So at some point, like I said, we've got to get a hold of you to ensure that you don't pick up a felony or kill someone.
I just want to mention that I was talking to him about his finances, and my intention was to ask you to waive it, and I understand
I
you've made your
normally
ruling.
do, Ms. Casanova, on all first, but this is a third alcohol contact. You know, I'll waive his supervisory fees with regard to them, but I want to get his attention. And I think that probably the only way to do it is with money. And like I said, if you don't pay it, your butt's going to sit $100 for 1 day in jail. You're probably going to owe somewhere in the neighborhood of around $6,500 now. Any slower, you'll be going backwards.
It's when people are watching, that's what happens.
Anyways, you get the gist of what it is.
Sure.
So I'm going to have you meet with everyone. If you have any questions, speak with probation. If you ever have any issues, come talk to us. Don't just take off. Don't pick up a new case. And above all else, don't
6,400.
drink. 6,400.
6,400.
That's it. So I'm going to tack on this fee, but waive all the other fees. Yeah. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Approaching the bond conditions, Your Honor, he currently has a GPS monitor, a scram device, and a curfew. And we were hoping to have the scram device and the GPS, monitor removed. He's been on it since February. He hasn't had any violations. And also with the curfew, kind of interferes with his work. Right now, he's limited to 8-hour shifts, but because he is the provider for himself, his girlfriend, and
What do you do for a living?
he works in the chemical plant. And from my understanding, the GPS monitor and
Is he here?
he is.
Okay. Can you bring him up?
Yes, sir. Mr. Norton?
Good morning, Mr. Norton. So, you're now stand charged with 2 counts of assault. You 4 months ago had 2 other counts of assault dismissed. I don't know if alcohol is a big factor to do with it. There are a lot of people when they drink, they become happy, the life of the party. They're so much fun to hang around with. And then there are people who become the devil incarnate when they drink. I don't know what effect anyone has. I don't know you, but I just don't want you to drink. I don't want you to use. And that's why, great. Because we're requiring you to be, right? I'm not taking off the scram. I'm going to tell you that now because I just don't want you to drink and I'm not going to take your word for it at this point in time. I'm willing to work with you with the hours if you truly need to go to work and you can show us that you're working and not just going out in the middle of the night for the sake of going out because I just don't want you out in the middle of the night. But if you show me that he's got a work schedule that really you need to work at night, I'm happy to do it. If you want to work more, I don't want to prevent you from working. And I want you to work because I think that, you being productive is really a benefit to everybody involved. What hours are you asking for?
So I clock in at 7 every morning, 7 a.m.
Okay.
I work up to 12 at night
Okay.
because that's a full 16-hour shift. And I work that quite often. They might flip me the nights, but I've been 9. So as long as I can get from 7 to 12.
I'm happy to give it to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Remember though, that you have a monitor so we know where you are. If you're out doing something you shouldn't be doing, we're going to get wind of it and it's not going to go well for you. So how long does it take you to get from work to home?
So it's about a 45-minute drive. It's in Montgomery and I live in Newport.
Okay. So you want until what, 12:45 then, give or take?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll modify your schedule. Just remember, don't do anything you shouldn't be doing. The last thing you want to do is go back to jail because you've got a great job. You could be potentially losing it by just, all these cases are because of one thing. What's that one thing? No. Well, that, yes. But other than that one thing, what is it?
My decisions.
Self-control. When you exercise self-control, even in the most stressful times, good things happen, you know? You've been doing well. I'm happy to modify your schedule. So now, modify the curfew till 12:45 in the morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, after midnight, 12:45, okay? And baby steps will go. If you're doing well, you keep doing well, you keep at it, we will loosen the chains, so to speak, on how well you're doing.
Did you want to leave the turkey for, so 12:45 AM until?
No. So he's working, you leave the house at 7 in the morning?
No, so I have to be at work at 7.
So you leave,
Gave me 5:30 or. We're monitoring a 9 PM to 5 AM.
okay, so do, yeah, we want him to work for like 6:15 in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning. He can go. He's got to be back at home at 1 in the morning. So from 1 in the morning until 6 in the morning. Okay? All right, man.
Thank you.
Make us proud. You got it, dude. You are Richard Renteria?
Yes,
Mr. Renteria, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What you're going to do, probable cause, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. This case stems from 2021. Okay, guys, please.
Thank you. Your Honor, on October 10th, 2020,
Yeah.
right, or I'm sorry, November 10th, 2020, the defendant, so law enforcement officer was told the defendant got mad and made the complaining witness, his daughter, kneel on the floor for 4 hours. The co-defendant attempted to cut the complaining witness's hair and called her a slut and a bitch. The co-defendant grabbed a brown extension cord and hit the complaining witness while she was naked, causing pain. The defendant came home and punched the complaining witness in the face multiple times, causing pain and visible injuries.
And it's a misdemeanor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Stop. Don't. Have you spoken to the complaining witness lately?
We have not, Your Honor. We have not.
If you ever miss court again, Mr. Renteria, I'm going to make your bond so high that you'll have your beard falling off. Do you understand?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case, I am now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to test you. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. I am also ordering and issuing a protective order that identifies SR as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Yes.
I am also ordering you not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of any weapons. You violate this court order, the state can and will file additional charges of violation of a protective order, and that is the capital murder of misdemeanors. Do you understand? I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community at all costs. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. If I find that you're a danger, it's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand me? You have the ability to hire a lawyer. I need you to fill out an application for me. I'll see if you qualify. Don't just put zeros because I'm not going to believe it. I need to know everything about you, how much money you have in the bank, whether you have a car, whether you work, whether you have stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs. I need to know everything about you, and I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. Deputy Miranda's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We will have you take a seat in the jury box while we create your bond conditions. We will have you sign them with our JLO, and after that, I'll see whether you qualify for a lawyer. Please. Don't. Just don't. Now's not the time. Mr. Ramirez, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense. Your lawyer has repeatedly tried to come and to get a certain type of sentence to benefit your status regarding immigration. But I want you to understand that we here cannot show favorable treatment. Doesn't matter who it is. These are things that you need to consider when you're out there in the free world, where if you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will lock you up and they will keep you as the day is long. And if you are incapable of not finding yourselves at a cross with the law, then you will repeatedly go to jail. And I don't know what it's going to take to get you to understand that we mean business, but if this isn't it, then I don't know what it is.
Can you repeat?
If you consume alcohol,
I'm sorry, can you repeat the last part?
I don't know what it's going to take for you to understand that we mean business. Perhaps it is just putting you in jail with a lengthy sentence. I don't know. I will tell you now, with this probation, there's absolutely no tolerance. If you consume anything that tells me you have a problem, and I will potentially put you in a rehabilitation facility in the jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
I mean no alcohol. I mean no alcohol from any source. The other thing is this, is that this is a second offense. What happens on the next DWI?
A la próxima, delito de conducir bajo influencia de alcohol. ¿Qué es lo que pasa? Entonces, ¿qué es lo que pasa? I don't know.
If you ever
¿Sí usted?
pick up another DWI, you will be facing a third-degree felony,
Okay.
a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison.
¿Es la penitencia?
If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. If you do, you get pulled over, it's probably not going to go well for you.
Tal vez no le vaya muy bien.
You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
Successfully complete this, or what I'm sentencing you now to 180 days in jail. I will probate that for 12 months. You will do a repeat offender DWI education class. 3 victim impact panels. You will do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess further conditions, you must fulfill them. You must maintain a guardian interlock. Can you run his license to see if he has a license?
Yes, sure.
What does he have now, a scram? Okay.
Se tiene.
If you do not have a license, then you're not allowed to drive. You will be signing an affidavit today promising me that you're not going to drive and you must get a portable device. If you do not have a portable device, then you must maintain the scram. You must also no drugs, alcohol, Guardian interlock. I'm going to suspend your ability to drive or your ability to get a license for 1 year.
Your Honor, it looks like his license is currently not eligible.
You are not allowed to drive, Mr. Ramirez. In this short life that we have, do not drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care what you have to do. If you drive, a warrant will be issued and I will issue a motion to revoke your probation. If you violate this probation, we issue a warrant, a motion to revoke will be filed, and we will have a hearing. And if they prove to me that you violate this probation, you're facing 180 days in jail. I am also assessing the supervisory fee on you as well. It's a second offense. You will be required to pay the $3,000 supervisory fee. We will give you 2 years to pay it. Somehow, Mr. Ramirez, we have to get your attention. You are skirting out of here today on a second with bond violations and you're not doing any jail time. So it is yet another proverbial slap on the wrist. So somehow I have to get your attention. If you fail to pay the $3,000 supervisory fee, every $100 that you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. We will give you plenty of time to pay. The idea is that you learn from this mistake so you do not come back. Because if you do come back, you will pay dearly. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to this. So what is he told me? Please.
Total will be $3,530.
$3,530.
Yes.
You know, I think that everyone here on the other side is working diligently not to have you go to jail. So from here forth, you are the one that holds the keys to this jail cell. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, may we be heard on the fees and any surcharge?
Sure.
Case, Mr. Ramirez, you pay all the rent and bills in your house, right? Yes, and you also pay for your children's college. Yes. And if you were forced to make these payments or any other surcharges, would this cause a financial burden? Yes. And would you no longer be able to make your child's school payments? It's gonna be a problem for me. And they might possibly have to withdraw from school. Yes. And you also have medical problems that prevent you from working full time, right? Yes, that's a problem. And so sometimes you aren't even able to work the full part-time hours. Yes.
I appreciate your argument. He's getting out of here. It's a second. He has bond violations. He's not even doing 1 lick of jail time. I think that the only way that we can really get through to him is to hit him where it hurts, and that's in the pocketbook. If it's a strain on him, you know, actions have consequences, Mr. Ramirez. And I hope that you really learn from this experience. You know, I hope that you don't kill someone out there. My real fear is that, yeah, we've got 2 here. How many has it been in reality? How many times have you skirted to where there's not been an accident? Why don't you watch the news? Every single day, someone dies from a DWI in our county. It's a sick, disgusting fact.
Oh,
I've asked you not to use, and you still allegedly use while you're on bond in this court. So I have to get your attention. I hope that this is it. I hope that jail time is not it. But like I said, you're under no tolerance. One positive alcohol event. Doesn't matter who you have in front of me. A motion to revoke will be filed. And it's probably not going to go well.
No le va a ir muy bien.
Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende? Yes.
We give you sufficient time to pay. So around about, it'll be about $140 something a month. So if you need more time to pay, we can always give you more time, give you 3 years if you need to pay. My main concern is that you don't drink and that you, above all else, don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip of alcohol. Thanks, counsel.
Mr. Renteria, I was disappointed in this case today. So I know this is an older case, Your Honor, so whatever date works best with your calendar.
Doesn't matter to me. It's from 2021.
Yes, sir.
So do you have discovery complete on Renteria?
I believe so, Your Honor. We had everything at one time. We're gonna have to, I'll have to give with our admin on that and make sure that we have all the videos and do.
Okay.
The only thing we're missing on that, Your Honor, I did want to reach out and complete a new call. For that one.
Yeah, good luck. Being that it's daughter, so hopefully shouldn't be too difficult, but so let's do this. Let's do 2 weeks just to make sure you have everything. I'm going to waive his appearance for the next one. Once we come back, assuming you have everything, I'm going to give you 30 days at that point. And then after that, it'll be clear trial. Okay. I've already told him what's going to happen if he takes off again, so that he knows. Let's just be done with this once and for all. And then, yeah. Okay. Mr. Renteria, I've given you now a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Alan. If he tells me that he can't get a hold of you, if you start ducking and dodging, it's just not going to go well for you. And the next time you take off, the bond is going to go into just, you understand?
I understand.
I'm not asking much, man. I just want you to show up. And don't be a danger to my county. Okay? All right, Alan.
Thank you, sir. Also, I have Mr. Chauvin. We're going to plead this as soon as the plea paperwork is ready. He's going to sign it, and then we'd like to approach the plea.
Take a seat.
So he just pled to a felony case upstairs, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. We did ask, Your Honor, if they would consider a dismissal down here.
One was before the felony, Your Honor, and one was after.
With as many as there, so they did what?
Time served on one theft, dismissed the other.
They reduced it from a third degree to a,
Over upstairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Gaskin?
Good morning, sir.
Charged with 2 counts of theft. Looks like you have worked out an agreement where they're going to dismiss one of those thefts in exchange for your plea on the other one. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes, sir.
It is 24 days in jail with credit for the 8 days that you have already done.
Okay.
You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You need to understand also that if you ever pick up another theft, no matter what it is, if it's a pack of gum, you will be facing a felony charge of a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And if you've been to prison before, they're just going to enhance you until the day is long for a pack of gum.
Yes, sir.
Case of beer. You understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. There's no changing this.
Yes, sir.
This is what you want to do.
Yes, sir. I agree to it.
How do you plead to the offense, sir?
I plead guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'll follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Chauvin, you're charged with resisting arrest. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Looks like you also have another case as well, a criminal trespass. I'm assuming, Alan, that was going to be dismissed?
Yes, sir.
Is this how you understand the agreement? It is 12 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you have done. So that means that you've satisfied the time. The only problem is this is going on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up your right to appeal. Do you understand? This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the office of resisting arrest? Guilty or not guilty? I'll find you guilty. I'm going to send you to it. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Alan.
Thanks, sir.
We'll have you see the clerk. Hey.